Hello, mercenaries. Welcome to the 10th episode of the Merc Show and the season finale. And man, what a crazy season it's been. Holy crap. If you thought I was nuts, you haven't seen anything yet. But you know, it is a season finale because mercenaries have to take a vacation too. Otherwise, we would completely lose it. You know, like sell our weapons on eBay. Crazy. But, yeah. 5th episode, season finale. Welcome to it. I'm your host, Mr.Bonkers. Alright, getting right to it. Beginning with bad news. We got not one, but 2 cancellations. First one, Hellboy 3. I don't know if I've already covered it or not, but it is confirmed that it is canceled. Why? Because Ron Perlman wants to be a little bitch. He's all like, oh, I don't want to put on that makeup. Oh my god, wah. My Sons of Anarchy show is canceled. Just because that show is canceled, or not really canceled, but it had its final season not too long ago, doesn't mean you have to take it on the freaking fans. Dickweed. You know, fans have been wanting Hellboy 3 for a long time. Why are you just making 1 and 2? That's stupid. So, you know, make this 3rd one the grand finale, Ron Perlman. Don't be such a pussy. Alright, moving on. The second cancellation, Pacific Rim 2, is most likely canceled because they wanted to add Godzilla to it. They said no, and therefore they just said, enough with it. Screw it. So, yeah, Pacific Rim 2, you know, they want to add, you know, those monsters to it, which would have been awesome, but they said no, and now Pacific Rim's all like, we're scratching our heads. Crap. Now, for those who haven't seen Pacific Rim, I highly recommend it. It's a great movie. It's about giant robots, aka the good guys, fighting giant monsters, kind of similar to Godzilla, and it's freaking awesome. You know, if the Merc show came out a long time ago, I would have gave that movie a super rare 5 out of 5. Great movie. I loved it. But yeah, that's it for the cancellations. And now for some more movie news. Turns out that Man of Steel is actually getting a sequel. Sort of. Yep, there's going to be a Man of Steel 2. However, it's not going to be called Man of Steel. Probably like Girl of Steel. That's right. This movie might actually focus on Supergirl, which makes me super happy. That's the reason why I'm a Team Superman and Batman vs. Superman, because I'm a big fan of Supergirl. Can't wait for a TV show. Yeah, go ahead and make fun of me. Cause, yeah, laugh it out. Keep laughing. Keep laughing. Okay, you guys finished? Okay. Moving on from that. Yeah, you know, I'm excited for the TV show, but apparently Superman is going to be kind of like a side character while this focuses on Supergirl. Most likely the same actor, but definitely something related with Kryptonians and the super beings that they are. Definitely something's going to happen, so I'm looking forward to that. Oh yeah! Who wants to see someone wear a cone brawl? That's right! Madonna's back on tour! I mean, man, she had those freaking things pointed out, like, holy crap, and, you know, like, if you like, what, blah, 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 between the titties, you instantly die, because those things are pointy, man. You'd be freaking blind, literally. Brand new torture device. Have a hot chick, you know, wear that cone brawl and take a guy's head and smash it. You'd be like, you know, like splat, and he's all like, oh my god, my eyes. And they'll be like, dude, what was the last thing you saw before you went blind? And I'm like, titties. I saw some titties. But anyways, Madonna's going back on tour again, so be on the lookout for that. From what I understand, starting tickets are like $45, and that's the starting tickets. Most likely that's going to be in the freaking nosebleed section, but yeah. I'm actually looking forward to it because I'm trying to see all the icons. You know, we don't know how much longer these people are going to be on tour. This includes Janet Jackson, Jimmy Buffett, the Rolling Stones, Madonna, Bob Seger. You know, I can just go on and on. But, yeah. Madonna's back on tour. And now it's time for the Dick of the Week. That's right. Then this one is dedicated to people with their fellow co-workers. Whether it be McDonald's or a retail store like freaking Kroger's or Home Depot would be a good example. I'll use Home Depot for this. But folks, if you're working with someone and if you ask to borrow their stuff, please give it back to them. That's right. The Dick of the Week goes to the people who keep stealing other people's tools. From stealing the broom on the janitor's cart to stealing price guns and all sorts of computer crap. I mean, this is the 21st century. Or is that the 22nd? Or 23rd? I don't know, but anyways. We got computers and we can't really do our job without those computers. Why are you taking other people's tools? Why? At least have the courtesy to freaking give it back to them. If not, then you're a freaking douchebag for doing that. I mean, for crying out loud, if someone steals my stuff, like a handheld or something, then, I'll be like, alright, fine, I'm gonna steal your car keys and I'm gonna go to a nursing home and run over your motherfucking grandma. Actually, that sounds like a lot of fun. I might do that after I film this. But anyways, yeah, quit taking other people's shit. Give it back to them. And therefore, the co-workers, and you know who you people are, if you don't take your stuff back to the person you just loaned it to, or owner, or the original, give your stuff back to the original owner. If not, then I'm going to consider you the Dick of the Week. So congratulations, people who steals people's tools. You're the Dicks of the Week. Yeah. And now for some world news. And this happened pretty recently. A plane flight leaving Hawaii on the way to the Philippines ran into some really, really bad turbulence, and therefore the captain claims he didn't have enough time to turn on the fasten seatbelt sign. And everybody went flying all over the plane. Luckily, nobody died. The plane landed right at its destination, but it hit some really, really bad turbulence. People were hitting their heads and shit. So, be expecting a pretty big lawsuit pretty soon. But they claim these storms are invisible. It's not visible to their radar, and But yeah, I feel sorry for those folks. Folks who went on that flight, I'm so sorry for your head injuries. That's one step closer to becoming me. I can't begin to tell you how many head injuries I've had. So yeah, be on the lookout for that flight. Or not really be on the lookout for that flight, but if you're anybody who pilots a plane, if you think you're going to run into some turbulence in the slightest way, please put on a fasten seatbelt sign for your fellow passengers, will ya? I mean, I understand stuff like that's unpredictable, but try to be more professional. All right. Well, that does it for all the news for this episode. But I'm not done yet. Being that it is the 10th episode, I think I decided to give you guys a little bit of an origin story. I'm going to reveal bits of myself as the shows move along. So hang on one second. And the origin story I'd like to share with you guys today is, why do I sound weird? Why do I have a high-pitched, Beavis-sounding voice? Why do I sound weird? Well, I'd be more than happy to tell you guys. It is a story, so I'm going to be sitting down for this. Kind of like how, you sit down at a campfire next to Grandpa, praying to God he doesn't fart near the fire. Things of that nature. Alright. Now for the time of why I sound weird. Trying to get a good angle. Alright, there's a good one. Alright. As you know, I'm a mercenary. I kill people for money. I escort people for money. I pick up groceries at the grocery store for money. I'm a mercenary. Whatever is needed, I do. I don't pick sides. It could be a terrorist group that hires me or people that I really truly enjoy, the U.S. government or U.S. military. And that's where this story kind of relates to. This happened not long after 9/11, which is appropriate. It was probably like, let's see. I want to say the 15th anniversary or something. It happened 15 or 14 years ago, 9/11. Like everybody else that day, I was pretty pissed off. I was really, really pissed. And that, I was in school at the time. I couldn't do anything about it. So, then we went to war and all that. And when I finally turned 18, I got to... I'm too nuts to go down to a recruitment center. They said, Merc, man, you're too crazy. So that's when I decided to become a freaking mercenary. And that's when the U.S. government called me and said, hey, Merc, man, we need your help. Come down here to give our boys in the uniform a hand. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm there. So we're there. I'm cruising along with my buddies in a really awesome Humvee. Drinking slushies and all that shit. Then all of a sudden, the Jeep in front of us just explodes. Luckily, it was an unmanned Jeep, because, we don't want to... Oh, shit. Classified information. Shit. Oh, well. Anyways, there's a vehicle in front of us. It blew up. So we stopped, and we're like, well, how did it blow up? Well, there's a landmine there. Let me tell you what happened. Alright, so as we were cruising along, car in front of us exploded. We got out. They're like, how the heck did it happen? I said, boys, stay back. Let the Merc man handle this. Little did I know that I stepped my foot on a freaking landmine. They're like, holy shit, Merc man, I'm sorry, man. I'm like, that's why they hired a freaking mercenary. I hate for you guys to get injured. Just let me do this thing. I'm most likely going to die at this point. So there I was with my foot on the landmine. Thinking, oh crap, what am I going to do? Then I started thinking, since I couldn't join the military on the time of 9/11, I've been playing some military shooters, most likely Medal of Honor, because Call of Duty wasn't out yet. So, living in that, playing the online multiplayer for that, it was still brand new at the time. I did that, and I was like, and every time I died in those games, a player would come along and teabag me. And that means they rubbed their nuts up against my face. So I'm like, great. I have the ultimate problem solution. I'm going to take my foot off the landmine, and I'm going to teabag the motherfucker. And when that happened, not only did I save their lives, but a whole bunch of shrapnel went up inside my scrotum, and all up in the anus area and in the taint, and man, it was a complete fucking mess. I had a big giant hole in my pants, all sorts of blood everywhere. Some guts came out that I can't even freaking explain. They're like, oh my god, the U.S. Marines I was with, they were puking their guts out because they said it was the most disgusting thing they ever seen. And I agree with them. So, yeah. So, luckily, they came by, they patched me up, they brought me into a nearby medic there in Afghanistan. And they stitched me up the best I could. However, it altered my voice because it affected, like I said, most of the shrapnel ended up in my scrotum, and therefore my scrotum has disappeared. I'm like, how the fuck are you gonna save my testicles now? Well, they're like, okay, we're gonna try something. So I did, and man, you do not want to see what it looks like down there, folks. You really don't. You really freaking don't. So, there you have it, folks. That's why I sound weird. I no longer have a scrotum. They had to surgically put my testicles in my body, and I kind of just like a little noodle just dangling there. That's how I freaking urinate. But my balls are like somewhere in the taint between my ass and where my scrotum used to be. You know, it's like, you know, think of it like that little, you guys have an idea. But yeah, I guess you could say it kind of looks like two Oreos on top of each other, two Oreo cookies on top of each other. That's what it kind of looked like. And if you know, the ladies, they'd be like, oh my gosh, where the fuck is your nut sack? And I'm like, I don't know. It disappeared when I helped our men and women over at Afghanistan. So, you know, better to have my scrotum blow up and be gone than theirs, because they deserve to keep their nuts because they put their asses on the line every day for our freedom. And this isn't to make fun of the military. No, I'm not doing that at all. This is actually a tribute to you guys. You know, continue to keep us safe. You know, if not, then we wouldn't be where we are today. You know, we'd be probably having some freaking communist shit by now if you guys didn't do your stuff. And I'm very proud of each and every one of you in uniform. And this even goes out to veterans. You kicked ass in the past, way before I was born. And so, you know, Japan and Nazis, you pretty much just stuck it to those motherfuckers. And I'm proud of you for that. So, but there you have it, folks, my origin story of why I sound weird. I sacrificed my nuts for my country. Big price to pay just so our guys can have a normal, good life. And unfortunately, not all soldiers are lucky. Some are even more messed up than I am. So even then, you know, I thank you guys for your service. I know it's not easy over there. And pisses me off because I really was hoping I was going to kill Bin Laden myself. I wanted to. I had this location, had a sniper rifle picked out. I was ready. But nope, my dumbass had to step on a landmine and had a whole bunch of shrapnel go up in my scrotum. You know, it kind of reminds you of how that movie Iron Man is. So there you have it, folks, for the season finale. I figured I'd give you guys a bit of an origin as to why I sound weird. It's because I have no scrotum. It's, you know, like I said, my balls are in my body somewhere. That's why it's difficult for me to have sex sometimes. You know, I don't need a freaking condom because nothing comes out. You know, there's like, I don't have no idea where the fuck it goes. But yeah. Okay, enough awkwardness. If you have any more questions or anything like that about Mercman, you know, leave your comments. That'll do it for this episode of the Mercman Show, and I'll see you guys 2 weeks. That way I'll have my vacation. So, if you like this video, like it. Subscribe to become an official mercenary. If that way you'll be updated on content that I upload. And remember, guys, pick a good contract and don't take anyone's side. And I'll see you guys 2 weeks on the next episode of the Mercman Show. Sayonara.